video is going to be a day late, damn it, but better late than never. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be going over the Dawning 2020, the ultimate guide to everything that you need to know. Whether you're a beginner or whether you're a veteran, I hope that this video can help you out in some way, shape, or form, so let's go ahead and jump into it. Now, for those guys that do not know what the Dawning is all about, it's basically about Space Grandma. She shows up with some kind of space cosmic alien oven, which is basically going to pump out a bunch of delicious treats just by shoving a bunch of random shit in there. You take those delicious treats, you give them to vendors all across Destiny 2, and in exchange, they'll give you a bunch of garbage. But sometimes, if they're not feeling stingy, they'll give you a gift in return, which is basically the main squeeze of the event. This is going to give you things like resources, upgrade materials, as well as Dawning exclusive loot like this, as well as this, and even the newest item, this right here, and I heard it's pretty nasty in PvP. Now, TLDR on the oven, you're gonna need to know what you're doing. It's gonna have 3 main slots because the whole purpose of this is to cook up some recipes to give these certain treats to certain vendors. Now, for the first slot, you're gonna have uncommon ingredients. For the second slot, you're gonna have rare ingredients. In the third slot, you're gonna have this thing called Dawning Essence. Now, more on Dawning Essence and how to farm it in a bit. Let's go ahead and cover the ingredients. Now, for the first slot, you're gonna have Vex Milk, which is gonna come from killing Vex enemies. You're also gonna have Ether Cane, which is going to come from killing fallen enemies, Cabal Oil, which is going to come from killing Taken. Nah, I'm kidding, it comes from killing Cabal. Then you're going to have Chitin Powder, which is going to come from killing Hive. You're going to have Taken Butter, which comes from killing Taken, and Dark Ether Cane, which comes from killing Scorn. Now, for the rare ingredients, these aren't going to be species based, they're more so going to be based on, well, how you kill the different species. So you're going to have Delicious Explosion, which comes from grenades and rocket launcher kills, Sharp Flavor, which comes from sword kills, Impossible Heat, Electric Flavor, and Null Taste, which is Solar Arc and Void. You're going to have Flash of Inspiration, which is from generating orbs, Personal Touch, which is from melee kills, Perfect Taste, which is from precision kills, Bullet Spray, which is from AR, SMG, and machine gun kills, Finishing Touch, which is finishing kills, Balanced Flavors, which is from sniper, scout, and bow kills, Pinch of Light, which is from orbs collected, Multifaceted Flavors, which is from multi kills, and Superb Textures, which is from super kills. Now, let's go ahead and go over the actual recipes that you're gonna need to know for this holiday oven. Now, of course, the whole purpose of this oven is to bake these treats to give them to vendors to then get rewards in exchange. However, if you end up making at least one of every single recipe, you'll be able to masterwork your holiday oven, basically allowing it to cost less across the board when baking these treats. So it's very important that you do this, as well as you'll be completing triumphs associated with the oven, which will then give you even more bonus loot that is found in your triumphs tab. Now, the recipes that can be used with this actual oven are this. You're gonna have the Galler Doodles, which is gonna be Ether Cane and Delicious Explosion. You're gonna have the Traveler Donut Holes, which is gonna be Cabal Oil and Flash of Inspiration. You're gonna have the Chocolate Chip Cookies, which is gonna be Cabal Oil and Null Taste. The Telemetry, whatever that word is, which is Vex Milk and Bullet Spray. The Elixni Birdseed, which is Ether Cane and Personal Touch. The Gentleman Shortbread, which is Ether Cane and Perfect Taste. The Infinite Forest Cake, which is Vex Milk and Impossible Heat. The Vanilla Blades, which is Cabal Oil and Sharp Flavor. The Dark Chocolate Motes, which is Taken Butter and Null Taste. The Candy Dead Ghost, which is Dark Ether Cane and Flash of Inspiration. The Ill Fortune Cookies, which is Dark Ether Cane and Possible Heat. The Strange Cookies, which is Taken Butter, Electric Flavor. 1000 Layer Cookie, which is Taken Butter, Delicious Explosion. Lavender Ribbon Cookies, which is Vex Milk and Personal Touch. Followed by Ascendant Oatmeal Raisin Cookies, which is Chitin Powder and Finishing Touch. Then you have Etheric Cold Snaps, which is Chitin Powder and Electric Flavor. Then you have Blueberry Crumblers, which is Ether Cane and Bullet Spray. Then you have Bittersweet Biscotti, I think Dark Ether Cane and Balanced Flavors. Then you have Bright Justice Snowballs, which is Chitin Powder and Multifaceted Flavors. And lastly, Classic Butter Cookies, which is Taken Butter and Superb Texture. That is every single one of the ingredients that are in the game that you can actually make, and when you do highlight them, it'll tell you which vendor that you need to take them to. And basically, once you do get all of these ingredients done, you will then be able to masterwork your oven, which is going to allow you to create these recipes without needing as many resources. And of course, what you will notice is that whenever you do make these recipes, they will be saved for you, so you will not have to manually do them again. So basically, figure out which recipe you have the the most of the actual item for, and just spam it a bunch, make a ton of them, and then bring all of those tons of items to your vendor of choice to basically farm up rewards for days. Now, that is the basics of the Dawning whenever it does come to the oven, and that's basically the entirety of the event. You know, the entirety of the event is based around the oven, but we do have two more things to talk about, which are actually two separate quests, starting with the Starfarer 7M ship quest, which is basically a unique ship that is given to you during the Dawning, and it's basically one that you will be upgrading over time throughout this event. You can upgrade it with a unique shader, transmat effect, engine effects, as well as a bonus Dawning Spirit, which is going to come to you whenever you are grabbing ingredients. And for those guys that do not know, Dawning Spirit, which is something that you'll earn throughout this event, is not only used for the ship quest, but also for the community-wide quest, which may unlock for us some really cool things if we're able to complete it, which you guys can see on your screen right now. And generally, Dawning Spirit is going to come from baking recipes and turning them into vendors, as well as doing the Dawning bounties. And you don't want to forget to be doing your Dawning weekly bounties, as you will be able to get bonus bright dust from the actual weeklies, as well as bonus ingredients. But guys, that's pretty much everything that you need to know about the Dawning 2020. That's pretty much every important piece of information that you could possibly know. I will be having some videos coming out very shortly discussing the god rolls on the Dawning specific weapons, and basically going over a guide of what you should be going for on those weapons in general. But guys, I hope that this video could help you guys out, basically teach you a thing or two about the Dawning if this is your first event or you're a long time player that hasn't been around in quite a bit, and this is kind of getting you up to speed. But guys, that is pretty much it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next time.